Here is very, very important, excessive daytime sleepiness. Many people, they complain that, okay, whole day I feel sleepy. That is because of disruption of circadian rhythm. The biological clock in the body is disrupted. So impaired performance and productivity, impaired short-term memory, attention, and non-rapid eye movement sleep. Then impaired short-term memory, attention, conception, and cognition, impaired quality of life, psychological stress, increased morbidity and mortality, increased likelihood of accidents. Okay, so this daytime sleepiness needs to be taken into serious consideration. On my channel, there is a Yoga Nidra also, which is a guided way of doing Shavasana, and there are some instructions through which we relax each and every part of the body sequentially, and then we take something called as Sankalpa. Through the Sankalpa, we advise our brain to follow a particular path or follow a particular project, and then through that we gain lot of benefits. Okay, that Yoga Nidra video also you can share. Now here you can see causes of excessive daytime sleepiness. There are many causes. One very, very important, which is induced by us, is sleep deprivation. We ourselves induce sleep deprivation, sleepiness related to lifestyle and irregular sleep-wake cycle. Another thing is, it's not only about sleep deprivation, it's also about what beverages we are taking. We take alcohol, we take nicotine, we take drugs, and we take a very common drug, which we think it is not a drug, it is just a beverage, which is coffee. Coffee and tea are extremely dangerous for our circadian rhythm, and they are like toxins. If you are regularly habituated to coffee, it means that you are daily making a dent on your melatonin. In my last lecture also, when I had taken with Amar Bhaskarji, when I spoke, hey, you are telling all this in Karnataka, it is very, very difficult for all of us to leave coffee. Without coffee, our day does not start. But unfortunately, this is the truth. Okay, melatonin. Amma, you can go to my that detailed melatonin. Okay, you can go to my detailed video on can lack of sleep cause cancer. Aram se you can see on that. There are many other causes which I don't want to go into the detail, but here you can see that there is medication induced and toxin and alcohol induced hypersomnolence also. Okay, there are many issues including diabetes and hypertension also. Here, the exactly opposite of that is there, which is insomnia. Now there is something which harms us is daytime sleepiness, and then there is something which causes another level of harm, which is insomnia, lack of sleep. Now lack of sleep can be associated with some kind of problems in heart, that is heart attack. In night, angina can happen, heart can fail also, breathing difficulty can also happen, asthma can also happen, and these things can cause insomnia, one, and these things lead, like insomnia leads to these things. Both the things are there. It is vice versa. Because of lack of sleep, the body gets tired. So there are many reasons for this, and there are many causes for this, which we are seeing here. Now, there are specific neurological disorders like stroke, head injury, headache, and there may be tumors, or there may be neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's also. So that also can lead to insomnia, and insomnia can in turn lead to these diseases also. Now there is one more thing which is very commonly discussed is obstructive sleep apnea. People tell that in the sleep I snore, and in snoring there is some tendency for them to stop breathing. Okay, that is called as sleep apnea. And you can see here there are various reasons for that: male gender, increasing age, menopause in the woman, body mass index, obesity, okay, and increased neck diameter. All these things, alcohol, smoking, increasing drug use, and so many things are there. Abnormal structure of the face, that also can lead to problems. And then because of that, there are so many things which can happen: loud snoring, choking during sleep, cessation of breathing, and fighting for breath, severe sleep disruption, gastroesophageal reflux, acid reflux, insomnia, excessive sweating, and then daytime exactly ulta, which we discussed, that excessive sleepiness in the daytime, forgetfulness. These are all heads and tails of the coin. It is like that. And then morning headache, and there are so many things which happen: hyperactivity, hearing impairment, and physical findings. You will see people will become obese. 70% of people you will find that they will become obese out of all these things. And then you will find neck diameter increased, and you will find lots of things in the mouth. Large uvula, soft palate is low hanging, and large tonsils are there, and chin is retrognathia, chin is small, hypertension, cardiac arrhythmias, and heart failure can also happen. It's not a small diagnosis. Very, very important for you to meet a sleep expert, and you have to get rid of these problems. You have to evaluate them in detail, and then you have to get rid of this problem. Daily medication is not good for sleep. We saw no here in one big table, medication related hypersomnia. Medications are not good for health. All the medications which are available in the market, our body has capacity to bring those chemicals in most natural form inside our body. But we should be ready to invoke, and we should be having the patience to do that. Unfortunately, as patients also, people will ask, sir, matra kodi, nange aagta illa, matra kodi. Nobody wants to go through a tedious path. Nobody wants to take a path which is having some sweating involved. I see that many patients seek tablets, and then when doctor writes 3-4 tablets, they will tell doctor is writing multiple tablets. And when doctors like me are there who are helping them out, that also means it's a controversy for people. Why he is doing it? Maybe his practice is not going on well. That's why he is doing it. All kinds of imaginations people come up with. So leave it apart. I have developed my consciousness. I help, and I think that these things, whatever we are using as medications, okay, they are not good for a long-term period. Okay, if you're short-term period, you can use it, but unnecessarily taking every night pill is not good for health.